Welcome to a very strange episode of Careful Boys where we happen to be short on the number of people. So instead of just having a giant blank seat, we decided to just pull everything together and just get slightly closer and have a little bit of fun with the format. So
Cam doesn't like it, he said.
You said you didn't like it. Minutes before recording, he said he hated it.
I don't like this.
I didn't say that.
This is
All right,
different.
What's your top 5 reasons why you don't like this?
Oh, I'm glad you asked me because I have a list prepared. No, well, Walter keeps saying we're gonna win 5 minutes before.
I think he's talking about Super Bowl.
Were you talking about the Super Bowl?
He always is talking about Super Bowl.
You know, like the general consensus is probably Super Bowl. However, being as like how today is like this, and we're on one side and you're on the other side, and we have a moderator.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
help but think that we're gonna win.
All right, so that's a good idea. Why don't we do this?
Just start debating.
Since Bart and Joe are both not here,
Our fearless leaders.
Let's talk about Bart and Joe.
Okay.
You guys are Team Bart. You guys are Team Joe.
Okay.
Let's discuss the pros and cons of each.
I don't want to do that.
I feel like there's no winning in that conversation.
No, not be.
winning.
What's
not
the
be-
reason? Are you
no,
already
it's not even
doing
that. The reason why I don't want to do it, and we can still do it.
Okay.
But as soon as you say I'm Team Bart, I immediately want to root for Team Joe.
Okay.
I immediately have negative things to say about Bart, and I have positive things to say about Joe.
I'm Bart. What would you say to Bart?
You lost weight.
It's like, hey, I'm touching Nick all the time.
What do you-
Yeah, I don't like that.
Nick, what do you really think of Bart?
I actually really like Bart a lot. I really like Bart. Recently, there was a video of him touching my penis on camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you admitting?
When you guys were like play fighting?
Are you accusing him of?
Yeah, I think the bit was.
Or was it like at Lionheart, like a different?
No. The bit was he was a Korean uncle, right? Or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
And I think Jesus was here, and you and Jesus kind of jumped me. Also, that was like a video clip, but he's like pointing at my wiener, and then he grabs it, and I was like.
When he goes,
did
your dick grow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like he was my Korean uncle.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm hearing a lot of pros.
Yeah, that's a pro.
Need to get a con going.
That's the con. I don't see any con.
It was too short. That was the con.
I have
It
a
wasn't
question.
long enough.
Well, I have a question. Why does it have to be Korean, Uncle?
Oh shit! Sorry.
I'm
So
just
we need to
curious.
provide context. I guess I'm losing the. Bart was saying that in Korean culture they have a different level of homosexual humor.
Do you think that's true?
Well, you know,
He just looked at me
in Korea. Okay, so here's
It's a lot more open.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Korean club, like back in the heyday, like in the early aughts.
Like in K-Town?
Yeah,
Kalyne goes there a lot.
that's the only club where you could see two guys dancing with each other.
Oh no!
How would they dance though?
They're dancing with each other, but they're actually out there. They need a reason to go out there to like look for girls. So rather than go by themselves,
they're just plotting.
You go together, and then guys would dance in a circle together, or like 2 or 3 or whatever. But it's the only club you could do that where no one's like, because you know back then in the early aughts, like are they gay? Like you could say stuff like that. You can't really say that now.
Yeah.
Back then you could do
still say
that.
it, though.
They do inside.
I
but
hear it
not
said about me all the
outside,
time.
yeah. But yeah,
It's favorite game.
But in Korea, it's not like you can see guys like they'll say like, oh, they're femme, they might be gay, but they're just friendly. It's not a thing for them. Like where it's like, they're acting, homosexual or they might be gay. It's
They're strategizing.
They're just way more open.
probably yeah.
Way more chill about it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Oh.
What is that called? Homoeroticism?
Yeah.
That's not what that's
So
called.
That's a little bit different.
do you feel
What is
better
that?
about
What
it
is
now?
that called?
Huh? Do you feel better about it now?
No, it didn't bother me. It was just, I'm sorry
Are
if
you
I made
sure?
it seem like it was bothering me.
I was gonna ask if like the lights were on or off, because that makes a big difference.
Lights were on.
When you got
Okay.
touched?
Cameras are on as well, too.
does
So
it?
it just caught me off guard. That's what it was. So I guess it's not really a pro. It's not really a con either. It's more of a surprise if anything. Like it just caught me off guard.
But isn't most like exciting eroticism like being caught off guard, like that feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man to man at least.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
more fun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you're shocked, but at the same time you're like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how he was in the clip. If you watch, that's how he was.
The O part I didn't really get to express out loud because it's more silent and it's more for myself.
You want to know? You want to know how you know Nick was okay with it?
What?
He's trained to reflex in like 100 different ways of countermeasures, and he used none of them.
Yeah.
He
We
just
know
did
you
some
really
bullshit.
liked it.
Ah!
Yeah. I faked it a little bit.
This guy has a million techniques on how to deter an opponent. And he went, hey, come on.
Hey, whoa. What's the big idea?
Yeah.
I made a big deal out of it. Yeah.
What's your top 3 Joe moments?
Joe moments? Let me think about Joe. It's usually him. I don't know, man, because he's so random all the time.
Dude, my favorite, and this is like by far my favorite thing, because I have to watch everything when I'm editing. And on my side, like when I'm sitting next to him, the amount of minutes where he's just going like this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's so funny. Because I always have to cut away from like the shorts and like move the thing. 'Cause he's just going.
But I'll say the flip side, because I sit where Kalyne is with him, sometimes he's either doing that where he's like looking away, but then also sometimes he's looking right at me and he's going like this. Yeah. Because he's like saying a joke or something like that, and he's waiting for me to catch eyes or something.
He makes eye contact before he,
about
say
to
something
speak.
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny because if for everyone watching, like when you observe Joe, he's either like that or he's like super turned.
Yeah.
Or the only thing in between is when he's like checking to make sure the camera's recording.
Yeah.
He's like,
the mic's wrong.
He'll just go like that.
You know what would be
Those are the 3
interesting
phases.
if we had all 3 cameras on at the same time, so just so you could see what Joe's doing while everything else.
You know what though? That is a thing though, because I think people don't really know how much else is going on sometimes when we're fucking talking. Like because the camera's on one table, right?
Right.
But there can be stuff going on
Not
on
today.
the outside. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So I bet for you, what kind of shit is super annoying for you to edit? while
Nothing.
you're doing all
It's
that?
funny.
When
It's-
Nick and I are talking.
Yeah, dude.
It's almost like sometimes I want to show the other things, even though they're not even talking. It's because of the reactions, like the
Yeah,
stuff you guys do on the side while like Ryan's talking or somebody's talking. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna show that because it's funny.
Dude, me and Joe absolutely ruined the whole video because fucking Steve Green made a joke about Anthony's Kinjabang noodles, and he called it the first straight to garbage noodle. and me and Joe for the whole video couldn't stop laughing. We ruined the rest of the video because we couldn't contribute anything else other than laugh.
That is contributing though. That makes it really funny though.
But it got to the point where Bart had to cut and just go, all right, let's wait for you guys to finish.
Hey, that's the thing though, right? Because
Yeah.
Bart and Joe, they're the ones that are kind of the instigators of the silly goose time, right? So as soon as they have to stop, one of them has to say something. You're like, all right, I guess I took it too far.
As soon as Bart or Joe has to get serious, you're like, oh shit.
Okay, I guess we're fucking this up.
But that was
we're
like
ruining this whole.
That was
fucking show.
unfair, dude. That joke was so funny.
It's a throwaway from her.
And it's
You know?
also the fact that Steve called it the like first straight to garbage noodle, and then Anthony's face is just like that's so like Anthony. If he didn't react that way, it's not as funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Anthony's reaction, his soul being crushed
soaks
is like
in it.
so fucking
He
funny.
soaks it.
Yeah.
So is it true then?
Straight to garbage.
Yeah.
It's not marketed as straight to garbage.
Don't answer.
It's not really. It's not part of the marketing.
it's not
The
part of
street
the
team
marketing.
wouldn't say that.
So you guys have tried. Then
It's good.
I tried it.
Honestly, we wouldn't make fun of it if it wasn't like as good as it is,
We
because
wouldn't
it's
talk
actually
about
good.
it.
If it was bad,
boxes, man.
if it was bad, we'd be trying to cheer him up that it's good.
Yeah.
But because it's so good, you have to say that it's.
Or he'd like offer it to us and be like, "Oh yeah, thanks."
Yeah, no, I already ate.
Oh no, it's okay. I have tons at home. You know?
No, it's actually so
You have
good.
3 boxes.
I bought 3 boxes because there was a deal, like a Cyber Monday deal or something like that, and I
Dude,
bought
buy
it.
full price.
Do you
Be real
still have
now.
3 boxes?
What? On a
This
regular
guy's waiting for the
Tuesday.
sale.
Yeah, I ate it all. But then
How
the
about
thing is,
offline
I wish
Wednesday?
there were more flavors, but now they're flavors. So I haven't tried the new flavors. Have you guys?
So
tried
tell them the new
No.
flavors.
the
dude.
new flavors. I don't know. I
Look
haven't
in the camera, fucking tell them the new
looked.
flavors.
The new
are.
flavors are
They have a spicy one.
kin jam, and it makes you want to dance when you eat it. It's
Wait, that's
Is
a
that
flavor?
part? That's not the tagline.
no, it's
Is that
not.
the tagline?
I'm like, they're not trying to go bankrupt.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it up.
Oh wait, take that back.
It makes you want to dance.
Spicy fever.
No, but that'd be like funny though. Like you're watching like an ad, and it's like a ramen ad. It's like all cool, And then at the very end, it makes you want to dance. You're like, wait, what did I? Because you're not paying attention to ads. And then all of a sudden, it makes you want to dance. You're like, what?
And then you're like, no way. And then he starts doing it.
But you would actually, if you saw that as a marketing campaign, you'd say, I'm never buying these fucking noodles anymore.
Dude, no, you know what'd be cool though?
Never wanted to.
You know how stereotypically, like, black people dance better than everyone in the world?
That's true. It's not stereotypically. It's
Yeah,
true.
no, that's an objective
And
fact.
then you know those racist commercials that China and Italy did, where like the black guy, they put him in the washing machine,
Oh, and he comes out
white.
Yeah.
You've never seen these commercials?
I've
Like
seen it.
Italy had one first, and then China had one, and then when they were like, "Oh, China's racist," they brought up the Italy one again. They're like, "Oh, it's like it's not just us; it's the whole world."
Yeah.
What would be crazy is the opposite. Is like if I'm eating the ramen, oh, it makes you want to dance, and then I turn black.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
that
that's too racist. No, that's
That would
not
be
it.
like-
I'm
Oh,
not sure. Like, is it racist and against who?
Or
Koreans?
But then it would just be against me.
yeah.
Because aren't there some Koreans on the Jabberwockies? Or is there other?
Yes, there are.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
there
what
should
about-
be, yeah.
Dude,
What about
Mike
Kenyans?
Song, dude.
Oh yeah,
Ben's Korean.
Oh, that's,
Isn't he?
There's a lot of good.
Actually, I was
Is he
on Solid Gold in junior high.
But you
No
said
one knows what
what's
Solid
that?
Gold
Yeah,
is.
what's Solid Gold?
I know what it is.
Solid Gold was like, so like, you know, there's American Bandstand?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Dick Clark's American Bandstand. It was like a dance show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Use an older reference to explain the other way.
Yeah. And then Solid Gold was the black version of American Bandstand.
So it was better.
Well, like, no, Soul
Yeah.
Train was the black version, but like Solid Gold was kind of like the lower rent black version, if I may.
Okay. How long were you on the show for?
I wasn't on the show in that way. I was at Videopolis. Back then, amusement parks used to have dance clubs. So Disneyland had Videopolis, Knott's Berry Farm had Studio K, and what was the other one called?
What a cool name.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. So they would play music videos, and then, you know, like junior high kids and high school kids would dance. Well, Solid Gold was there, just filming people,
Oh.
and then I happened to be one of the guys that they were filming.
What did you do? Do you remember?
I was doing footwork,
Oh.
and then I forgot what we call we called suicides back then,
Where
where
you
you
jump on
drop
your back?
You know, like you drop back and then you land on your hand, and then you kick your legs up. And then I was doing this one thing where you fold your legs, you go down, and then you jump up and you do a
And you do
360,
this?
you drop in a half split.
You pull
Oh,
yourself
it's like
up
a-
like that.
That was later. That was like, honestly, that was like a year later, I think.
I thought that's what you meant. I thought you
That's
meant you
pretty
drop
good.
yourself down and then
Yeah.
pull yourself up.
That was like
you know,
a
the guys when they
year
do
later.
splits, yeah? What do they call that? What do you call
Like the dude in the, what is it called? The bad video with the skates and he does it?
Yeah,
His
yeah.
arms are like
Yeah.
this, dude.
Dang.
Wait, he's doing that and his arms are like this?
There's a third arm. Pulling himself
Somebody
up.
else's arm.
You know what I mean?
Dang.
Imagine you have a third arm, that's your choice to use it. Like, yeah,
That's
just
how- that's how you
dance
pull-
moves.
It's pretty tight.
Why
choice.
not?
Yeah.
There's those guys that break dance, and you know them, that are double jointed, and
Bro,
they make a dance out
there's
of that.
there's a whole crew, and they're called ill abilities, and they're all disabled in different ways.
Oh.
But because of that, they use their disabilities they're basically superhumans now.
That's pretty fun.
Like some of them have like undeveloped legs where their like legs are really small, and they just don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
Don't make me laugh by you laughing.
I'm not laughing.
I know I was, and I wanted to
be honest. Were you thinking in your head
No,
like, is
'cause-
there a jujitsu team like that?
No. This is
No, that's
Like
not
getting
it.
out of that. You're
Okay.
like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Nick.
Don't Nick,
No,
don't.
Nick.
Okay.
No, they're dope.
You
They're
can.
dope. They're dope.
Can I
They're
tell
really
you what
good.
made me kind of smile?
I swear
a little
they're
bit?
good.
And it's not because of the ill ability. The name is
It's a
cool.
sick ass name.
Well, I was thinking that the name is cool.
Yeah.
But
Ill name,
you
yeah.
you did this with your hands, like they have small legs, and I was like, you don't have to do that with your hands, dude. You didn't have to do that. I understand. I know what you mean.
Wait, though, I have a
The
question.
hands, no, you did this, and I was like, dude, what is that?
Wait, I have a question though. What would long legs be? In
Hey, that's not my lane.
I would just point to Kalyne.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it just caught me off guard, and then I tried to not.
I
like,
shouldn't have looked at you when I explained it. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fault.
yeah.
And you know why? Because we're way closer than we normally are. So it goes back full circle.
Yeah,
I got this fucking
weird.
setup.
I can see through the sunglasses tint that your eyes are like.
We're almost, yeah, we're too close. Yeah.
I can see him like
For
just
sure.
looking at me like, are you fucking around or are you being serious?
That's funny, dude.
I'm like, no, they're so good, Nick.
I believe they're fucking good, man.
They're really good.
Hey Nick, I take it back. Y'all winning right now. Y'all winning.
I have a question for
What
you,
are we
Walter.
winning?
When you're
What are we playing for?
What are we
you
doing?
were
What
when
is
you were at
this?
Solid Gold and like at dance clubs and stuff back in the day, did black dudes have a nickname for you?
No, okay, so we were very ethnocentric, like in like junior high school. So like we only hung out with like Koreans, like and other Asians.
Okay.
And then plus the schools I went to didn't have a lot of black people,
So you were self-segregated?
pretty much. But then like when we go to like those
Why are you
dance
clapping,
clubs like
dude?
Studio K or like Videopolis and stuff, there wasn't like it wasn't like people were just dancing. No one was really like, oh hey, black people are over there, Asians are. It wasn't like that. Everyone was just
there
kinda
wasn't an
dancing.
MC to designate?
No, those guys are expensive. There was no usher like, oh Korean, you're over here.
They don't make DJs like that anymore.
So polite.
We're all inclusive now.
And back then, Knott's and Disneyland were cheap to go to.
Oh
Not
yeah,
like
yeah.
now.
Knott's was crazy cheap.
Knott's, if you go at 1 o'clock, it was like $9. It was half off, and then Disneyland was like 20, 25 at like because they used to have half day at Disneyland.
Wow.
So
$25. By the
Oh, thank you.
now they don't have half day. I think Knott's might have half day, but they don't have clubs because there's people. We can't have nice things in America.
Yeah, you can't have
because
nice
people
stuff.
screw it up. There were stabbings.
Oh.
People would fight.
way.
People get stabbed sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, people getting stabbed at Toontown. There's not even a death club.
Did you see there was a video recently of a family at Disneyland, and they started getting a fist fight
At the picture area,
Right
in
at the
right in the
front.
front.
Why?
right by the tickets.
Yeah, like literally
Because
right
somebody
in
would
front.
wanna get
they
out
were
the
like,
way.
okay, let's just say we're taking a photo,
Yeah.
and then like Ryan's in the way,
Uh-huh.
and then we're like, excuse me, hey, we're gonna take a photo real quick, and then he moves, but then his family wants to take a photo, and then we're not moving,
Oh.
and then so people got upset,
Yeah.
and then it got physical.
You should fight over that.
Yeah, and then you see, people are shooting the fight. You see people come out of like off screen, off camera, just coming in.
Yeah.
They wanted
Like,
to
out of
join in
nowhere.
on the fun, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, but I think it's like, oh, my family's getting like they're fighting. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it
jeez.
is the happiest place in the world.
Yeah.
totally.
They're having a lot of fun.
But people do shit at Disneyland that deserve them to get beat up, I think.
Yeah.
But this is why though, like they have ushers at Disneyland for photo ops. Because in the beginning when I first saw it, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why?
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
And then you realize
It makes sense.
This
to
is
do
why.
that, yeah.
Keep a line.
And they're good about it because people try to cut. Like I won't say which race they are, but like Chinese people try to cut, and then they'll be like, "Excuse me, hey,
It's very true.
you gotta wait." And then
I try to cut to the
and
line
then,
all
but
the
I
time.
have to say though, Chinese people are the best at the surprise. Like I didn't know.
Yeah,
look.
they're like, oh.
There's a line.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And then they'll go to the back.
You know where they also do that too? At the In-N-Out line, bro.
Chinese people?
Yeah, bro.
How?
At my
They
In-N-Out.
drive through.
I know, and how do you know that they're Chinese?
Because I see their faces.
What does their faces look
It
like?
takes one to know one. And I know depending on what they have dangling from the rear view.
Oh, they cut the drive-through line.
You can see, bro. Yeah, they cut the drive-through.
Oh.
It's like those red.
Do they have the
tassels,
cat?
right?
The
Yeah,
cat
bro,
that waves.
yeah.
Bro, you know the accessories where they're like, that's a Chinese guy or a woman, and they go to the front, and then and it's so funny because somebody's like, they start honking, and then they'll talk to the In-N-Out person like, that person they cut right there, and they're like, thank you for telling me, and then the guy has to run up and
Oh,
fucking,
well, that's cool that they actually try to alleviate it.
yeah.
Because over in the Hollywood In-N-Out, it's notorious for having the line to get in the drive-thrus on the road, right?
Right.
Yep, yep.
And then someone always comes from the other side
And they cut.
and thinks that
Yep.
they can just get in there, and
Yeah.
then everyone loses their shit.
Yeah, as they
immediately,
should,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah, no. Like in OC where it's beautiful and all the cool Korean people live,
Man.
they actually design the In-N-Out. They pre-design it, so they plan out where the cars are gonna
Where the
go.
Chinese line is?
Yeah, Chinese line here.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There was one time they had closed because they'll have two lines that merge into one,
Yeah.
and so they take their orders and they do all that. But the second line was closed. But I saw, I can't say they were Chinese, but they were Asian,
Yeah.
and they were trying to go into that
You
line.
think in your hearts of hearts.
in my heart and my toes.
Based on the
you
content
know.
of their character, they were
Yeah,
Chinese.
based on the kind of car they had
Yeah.
and the cat hanging out the back.
I think we got beef now, Walter, dude. We got beef, dude.
Well, we're already adversaries.
That's true.
The way this
That's
is
true.
situated.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
He's all polite now.
but I'm gonna fucking destroy you, bro.
But like the workers were good about like, hey, no, this is closed. You guys got to go to the back of this long
cool.
line. Yeah, there was in OC they actually closed an In-N-Out to redesign.
The Magnolia one.
No, it's one in Fullerton because the cars were waiting on the road. Yeah. So they're like, OC's like, we can't have any of this. Yeah. So they redesigned it so where they're waiting on the property.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's In-N-Out's fault for being too good.
Yeah.
Same thing happened in Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
They gotta redesign. They gotta redesign all the time. They gotta like move.
Trash.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, and In-N-Out. Those are the longest
Raising
lines.
Cane's does it the best though, for sure.
That In-N-Out is trash.
Oh, straight up trash. Like,
are you
like
by chance a Taco Bell person?
What?
I'm a Taco Bell person.
Oh shit! Would you say you wouldn't even say as the kids would say nowadays? They go In-N-Out is mid. You wouldn't say it's mid. You would say straight to trash.
Straight to garbage.
Straight to garbage. Straight to not my choice.
The idea of buying something just to go straight up.
Kalyne,
You
wait
have to
till
find it there.
Steve's so funny for that shit, man.
Oh my god.
That's kind of okay. Right.
Yeah.
You guys don't like the Raising Cane?
What is
lines?
your burger of choice then? Like for fast food for burgers?
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack?
Yeah.
Shake Shack makes a good burger, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a very good burger.
I recently had
that is
one
good.
that was suggested by this beautiful white girl. I was like, Shake Shack. Okay.
Thank you for calling me a beautiful white girl.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you.
He's beautiful and he is white.
I did appreciate
Not Chinese
that.
at all.
You got the whitest skin, man, on this side.
Yeah.
Wait, what you saying to me, bro? You said I got the whitest skin?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Look at it.